Imagine soaring through the skies, not on a wing and a prayer, but on a surge of clean, renewable power. The future of aviation isn't in decades or even years, it's just a heartbeat away. By 2025, less than 2 short years from now, we could see the world's first commercial electric plane taking flight. Did you think electric flight was a modern marvel? Well, think again. The first electric-powered flight wasn't yesterday, it wasn't even last century. It was all the way back in 1883 with the Tissandier airship fueled by nothing more than 24 bichromate of potash battery cells. That's right, 1883. So strap in and fasten your seatbelts because today on Future Unfolded, we're about to embark on a journey. Sure, our skies have been dominated by jet fuel guzzlers for decades. But did you know that aviation is the culprit for around 3% of global carbon emissions? Left unchecked, this could triple by 2050. Our saving grace, the electrifying prospect of electric planes, with the energy to power them coming from renewable sources. Companies big and small are in a fierce race to make this eco-friendly fantasy a reality. What's at stake? Nothing less than a cleaner, quieter world with up to 50% less aircraft maintenance and up to a whopping 70% reduction in noise pollution. And here's the cherry on top. It could potentially mean cheaper flights for you. Imagine, more than half of global flights are shorter than 800 kilometers, or 500 miles, and it's in these shorter hauls where we can really hit the accelerator on electric plane innovation. Less maintenance, fewer parts, and no jet fuel products. Sounds like a ticket to savings, right? But let's not fly too close to the sun just yet. While electric cars have sped ahead, electric planes are still taxiing down the runway. Our biggest hurdle? The battery capacity to weight ratio. Today's lithium-ion batteries can't hold a candle to the energy density of jet fuel. Powering a commercial airplane with batteries from the average electric car would require them to make up about 60% of the plane's total weight. And then there's the matter of time and money. Certifying a new aircraft is a mammoth task, and it could take 5 to 7 years just to get the stamp of approval. But fear not, the electric revolution is still taking flight. Just as hybrid cars were the stepping stone to fully electric autos, so too will batteries first find a home in reducing aircraft's carbon footprints. Soon we'll see them powering most or even all secondary systems, and that's just the beginning. While a fully electric commercial jet may still mostly be a speck on the horizon, the battery tech is turbocharging forward, and lithium batteries are becoming ever more energy efficient. If we can get to an energy density of around 800 watt-hours per kilogram, compared to around 200 or 300 watt-hours per kilogram that we typically see today, then this technology goes from being limited to short-haul flights to being commercially viable for most aircrafts.
You could see that, look, whether that was electric or it was hydrogen, there's a definitely case here that at some point in time, you're going to see that you're going to have zero emissions aircrafts available at a larger scale that can carry 100 plus passengers. People thought that, you're crazy. This will never work. Today, nobody's arguing that.
Nations like Sweden and Denmark are spearheading the electric revolution, vowing to free their domestic airlines from fossil fuel chains by 2030. EasyJet, the Swiss budget airline, is poised to outpace its rivals by incorporating electric planes into their fleet before anyone else in the region. Thanks to their partnership with the US startup Wright Electric, the Wright One, an electric 186-seat passenger jet with a range of 1,300 kilometers or 800 miles, is preparing for takeoff by 2030. And they're not alone. Across the pond, United Airlines is making power moves with their purchase of a 119-seater, zero-emission electric plane from the innovative Swedish startup Heart Aerospace. Speaking of innovation, who could overlook Rolls-Royce? Not just luxury cars, their electric plane, the spirit of innovation, smashed records, reaching a mind-blowing speed of 623.5 kilometers per hour or 387.4 miles per hour during its maiden flight. They're also turbocharging the electric plane revolution by collaborating with Airbus to bring hybrid commercial aircrafts to life. NASA, not one to be left out, is transforming the electric game with their X-57 Maxwell. Instead of conventional wings, think shorter ones lined with a dozen electric propellers and 2 larger engines for smooth cruising. The X-57 aims for a range of 160 kilometers or 100 miles at a nippy 276 kilometers per hour, 172 miles per hour, with a maximum flight time of around 40 minutes. Meanwhile, Air Canada has swooped in to buy 30 of Heart Aerospace's ES-30 electric aircraft, set to carry up to 30 passengers starting in 2028. So despite formidable cost and regulatory obstacles, one thing's clear. The future of aviation is electric. It's not if, but when. It's really all about the batteries now, and their quest for energy density to support flight. Aviation companies aren't just twiddling their thumbs. Over 100 projects are taking off right now, mostly aimed at private and small flights, but companies like Airbus plan to fly passenger planes with 100 people by 2030. We want to hear from you. What are your thoughts on electric aviation? Are you ready to take a ride on an electric plane? Perhaps even one without a pilot? Do you believe electric airplanes can power our journey towards a greener future? To stay in the loop with the most exciting Future Unfolded updates, please click that subscribe button. Your support fuels our journey into the future.